6-year-old me is lying in bed and I'm freaking out. Who is this guy? Why is he allowed out and I'm not? And what's going to happen after 8 o'clock? It's like, why would my mum tell me this? Covers are up over my head and I'm just going to have to ride it through till the morning. Growing up in Scotland, it was perfectly acceptable for your parents to terrify you in order to make you go to bed at night, especially when you had 3 boys. 2 of them were twins and the other one was only 2 years older. As you can imagine, it would be pretty hectic in our household. Then Mum would hit us with the wee Willie Winky, and it's like, I just got so many questions. But you weren't allowed to ask any questions, so you lay in your bed with your mind ticking overdrive, thinking, what is going on? Who is this guy? Where did he come from? Is he real? What's going to happen to me after 8 o'clock? It's just, there's so many questions and there's no answers. And you don't actually know, is this a real human person? Or is it some sort of spirit? Will it take me away? Will I ever see my family again? The whole thing's just mental. And you think about it, you're terrifying kids with these nursery rhymes. Why? So you could get some peace at night, have a cup of coffee and a biscuit without the kids snapping round your ankles. Yeah, fair enough. That's how we rocked in the 60s and 70s. So who came up with this rhyme and what's it really all about? Is it like one of these, ring-a-ring-a posies ones where it's about the Black Plague, or is it about something else? Well, it's actually maybe a wee bit more straightforward than that. It was written by a guy called William Miller, 1841. I'm going to read a bit of it, but I'm not going to do it in the Scots dialogue because, let's be honest, you're probably struggling enough with the accent as it is without me making up a stupid dialect that no real person actually speaks in. Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown, tapping at the window, crying at the lock. Are the children in their bed, for it's past 8 o'clock? So as you can imagine, the questions are starting already. Okay, if it's past 8 o'clock, what happens if we're not in bed? Are we going to be abducted? What is going on here? And then it goes on. Hey Willie Winky, are you coming in? The cat is singing, purring sounds to the sleeping hen. The dog's spread out on the floor and it doesn't give a cheep. But here's a wakeful little boy who would not fall asleep. Oh, so now we're getting to the point where we're targeting the kid that won't go to sleep. That's me. Oh dear. Anything but sleep, you rogue, glowering like the moon. Rattling in an iron jug with an iron spoon, rumbling, tumbling round about, crowing like a cock, shrieking like I don't know what, waking sleeping folk. So it's getting a bit intense now, isn't it? Because we all have the little bit at the start, but bloody hell, it's getting a bit dark. Hey Willie Winky, the child's in a creel, wriggling from everyone's knee like an eel. Tugging at the cat's ear and confusing all our thrums. Hey Willie Winky, see here he comes. Uh-oh, so now we've done it. Willie Winky's on his way. Oh dear, what do we do now? Weary is the mother who has a dusty child, a small, short, sturdy child who can't run on his own, who always has a battle with sleep before he'll close an eye. But a kiss from his rosy lips gives strength anew to me. That's really weird. What's all that? Did the guy run out of things to rhyme? It just sounds a bit weird. We'll try the Scots dialect version of that last verse and see how it goes. Weary is a mother that has a story wain, a wee stumpy stoose that canny rin his lane, that has a battle eye with sleep before he'll close an ee. But a kiss frae off his rosy lips gives strength anew to me. Yeah, okay, that didn't really help me. I don't know if it helped you anymore, but yeah, this is one weird mother that wrote this. So, William Miller was known as the laureate of the nursery, and while he actually achieved fame as a result of his book of child's nursery rhymes that he'd compiled and, well, written and compiled, um, he never achieved wealth, and he continued working as a cabinet maker throughout his life, never able to live off his poetry. He became ill in 1871 and then died in 1872 at the age of 62. He was buried in Tollcross Cemetery in Glasgow in an unmarked grave. But he got a memorial later on in the necropolis in Glasgow, which is a big cemetery on top of a hill. Uh, so yeah, so he's got a marker there, although he's not actually buried there. He's still in an undescript grave somewhere in Tollcross. Wee Willie Winky was quite popular and spread further than Scotland, and it became the Sandman in Scandinavia. It became Klaas Vaak of the Netherlands, Dormet of France, and Billy Winker in Lancashire. You know what the Lancs are like. They're all a bit strange down there. So we've got to give them some slack. So there you go. That's Wee Willie Winky. And, you know, it was something that you just never knew what was going on and what it was all meant to mean. And you were terrified as a young kid because you didn't want to be taken by Wee Willie Winky, because your mum would say, he's going to come and take you away if you don't go to your bed and stay in it. And there you go. Maybe it's time for your bed. If you liked this, give us a share, subscribe, and maybe even a like, because the more you do for us, the more we can do for you. Have a good one.